But Tennessee basketball team now has won 6 of 7. Obviously, the one game against Kentucky right in the middle of all that, but a nice win over LSU. Jason Swain, Tony Jones, Austin Price. We're going to get to the Joey Aguilar stuff here in just a few minutes, but Tone Local, let's start with the Tennessee basketball team riding Nate Ament right now.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered. Mississippi State and LSU, 2 of the bottom feeders of the SEC. But this rebounding stat is unbelievable. I mean, 45-31 Mississippi State, 45-24 LSU, out rebounding these guys. I mean, that's almost 2-1. And if you continue to do that, Austin, you can win basketball games. And that's what they're doing. They out rebounding these teams. They out physicaling them, and consequently, they win in basketball games.
Yeah, getting Felix back I thought was big just because he does add a certain presence. And they're just bigger. I mean, you think about it. You got Nate playing the 3 when you have that starting lineup of Estrella, Okpara, and Ament. I mean, that's long. Yeah. That's athletic. Nate almost getting to double-digit rebounds again. Yeah. He leads Tennessee in scoring again. I mean, even the game at Mississippi State, when they went on that 18-0 run, you saw him go, okay, enough. and he started to kind of figure out how to be an alpha in the moment. And they let him play physical. I thought he probably could have drawn a couple more fouls last night against LSU, Jason. But I thought the officials let it go both ways because there was plenty of pushing and shoving and grappling inside.
Yeah, when Tennessee's able to rebound the way they rebound, they can win every game they play in. And they give themselves a chance to win every game that they play in. One thing that really stood out to me about the game against LSU and Mississippi State was more efficient in the paint, more efficient around the rim. Had some bunnies that were missed against Kentucky, but Tennessee was a whole lot better, especially J.P. Estrella. Yeah. The hook was on for him, and so he was really efficient. He was aggressive. I thought he did a really good job bouncing back.
He also did a really nice job of being right there when shots were missed. I mean, there was at one point in the second half where Tennessee needed a little something. Nate shot one from the foul line. It kind of bounced tapped it in, and that he did that a couple of times. I mean, we talked about last week getting the number 3 scorer. Who JP is the offensive, the offensive minded, the offensive minded guy inside, right? I mean, like Okpara is a defender who can rebound and do something on a little pick and roll action like we saw last night. I thought getting that guy right there, Ethan Berg, 18 minutes, 8 points. He had that little flurry right there. I think it just goes back to it's easy to go, kids, write him off, it's dead, he's never going to play. And then these coaches just kind of stick with him. Rick talked about it after the game. Send him down to the scout team, and they could watch him improve on the scout team. What put him on the bench was his offense. Last night, he kind of let the offense come to him. What was he, 3 or 4? Missed an open 3. That still looked good when he shot it.
JP was a stat stuffer. 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 fouls.
4 fouls.
He used up his numbers.
Exactly. But don't forget those 6 offensive rebounds. Of the 9 rebounds, 6 of them was from the offensive variety. He just plays so hard. He plays so doggone hard. Yeah. And Jason, we got to give Austin some kudos on this Ethan Berg deal, man.
Do we have to?
No.
18 minutes.
Don't do it.
3 or 4 from the field, 2 or 3 from 3. And 8 points. That was huge.
Yes, huge, because you're going to need him, Abrams. You never know at what point during the season. It could be in the SEC tournament. It could be next week. It could be next game. It could be in the NCAA tournament. You never know when your numbers call. And when it is, you want to be able to go in there and execute. And so I thought for Ethan Berg, that was a really, really great game for him to do what he did.
And to your point about Amari Abram, he's sitting there probably in his feelings a little bit. Yeah. Came here to play, not playing a whole lot lately. He sees Ethan get a shot, take advantage of it. Now he's just, all right, I'm going to earn mine in practice. Yep. So, the kids learn from other kids, and hopefully he's seeing what happened with Ethan, and he's taking that and applying it to himself.
One thing we haven't talked about is we talk about rebounds all the time and looking for the number 3 scorer and all turnovers. Gillespie's taking care of the basketball. Just 2 turnovers in that LSU game.
And I'm sure that's what the coaching staff is stressing to him. Jacoby, value the basketball.
Yeah.
Just value the basketball. Don't
Yeah.
try and make the home run play. Let's just get a single. Let's just make an entry. Let's make what we call one more. We got a drill we call one more. Just make that next pass, and let's just be pedestrian. And obviously, in this particular instance, it stuck with them.
What's the balance between you want to take care of the basketball, but at the same time you don't want to take your foot off the gas like Kentucky. We saw it happen in the LSU game where in the tournament. Teams are not going to give up because they're going to keep fighting back. It's their last game. So you want to be aggressive, but at the same time, you want to take care of the basketball. What's that balance?
You got to reach that happy medium.
Yeah.
You got to reach the happy medium. And you get it in practice because these cats, man, I know they compete in practice. Towards the latter part of the conference season, we tone it down a little bit. We don't go 2 hours. We may go 1 hour and 15. But the hour and 15 they going very aggressive at each other. And to be able to implement that mentality in practice leads to them doing it in the game.
We've been talking about the LSU game, but once again, you got to win the games you're supposed to win. You were supposed to win the Mississippi State game. You went and really handled it from start to finish for the most part.
Yeah, minus the 18-0 run.
For the most part.
And that's the thing this team's got. They were able to weather it at the hump. They weathered it against Auburn when Auburn had a similar run at Food City Center. But they got to quit letting that happen.
Yeah.
Because you let that happen in an NCAA tournament game on a neutral court, and all of a sudden you're not able to flip the switch back, or Nate's not able to bail you out like he did at the hump. Your season ends. Like this team's got to learn, if you have a team down, you've got to step on the gas and not just be content with putting it in neutral.
Well, JP in that game, 12 points.
I was trying to keep it clean.
12 points. He's been consistent.
Yeah.
He's been consistent over these last couple weeks. But you got an alpha that can stop the bleeding in Nate Ament. You got a guy that if these guys are going on these super runs, he can stop the bleeding. And for my money right now, Darius Acuff Jr. is the MVP of the league, the Detroit native, guy I've known. But Nate Ament is right there.
You're always voting for your Detroit guy. And everybody from Detroit is my guy.
He's the best.
I will say.
Yeah, he's played the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say this. The one thing about Nate Ament, and it's good when this team does kind of go into those offensive walls, he can get to the foul line, and he is, I won't say he's automatic, but for a kid that's 6'10", he's 10 of 11 yesterday. I mean, he shoots free throws so well. So to the point of you get late in the game in the NCAA tournament, SEC tournament, and you're trying to close one out, just toss it up to him, make him foul him, and you like the chances of him going to the line.
And this team is built a little bit differently than the team 2 years ago with Dalton Connect, where you just kind of threw the ball to Dalton and just let him go. And if he didn't bail you out, then you were stuck offensively. You still got Gillespie that can go get a bucket. And the way JP is playing lately, you could possibly go to him in the post. So they got to get that killer to finish the game, but I think they got more offensive options, for the tournament.
Yeah, you said step on the neck. I tried to keep it somewhat clean. Well, fine. Slit their throat and leave them bleeding out there on the floor.
St. John's Providence game, man.
That's what you got to do.
And after 20-something years of doing this show on 78 different television stations, we just got canceled. Hey, when we come back, we will talk about the Joey Aguilar situation. Then we'll get back to basketball. Lots still to get to here in the Food City Locker Room, presented by Garza Law.
Like a blast from the past, the Super Dealer is back. Look to the skies, Knoxville. The Super Dealer is fighting for price, service, and the American made. Ted Russell Ford is your Super Dealer, a beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Ted Russell Ford is East Tennessee's #1 volume Ford dealer. Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location, Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm a State Farm agent here in West Knoxville. I love to serve all of East Tennessee for all of your home, car, life, and business insurance. If you need anything insurance related, give us a call at 675-0888.
I'm Tennessee basketball player JP Estrella. Let me give you a tour here of the offices at Knoxville Smiles. Dr. Costa is placing implants with a robot, and it's all done digitally. There's no guessing with this since it's all robotic. Dr. Wilco is the newest addition to the office. He loves to research the latest and greatest in technology, so the other doctors go to him for the newest product information and techniques. Dr. Malone is building teeth in the mouth. To him, cosmetic bonding is more like artwork. He does this without cutting your teeth down. It's all about building them up. Guys, we still have a problem. Do y'all have a bigger chair?
Hi, honey. I know you're super busy right now, but I ordered some ribeyes and a few other things for curbside pickup at Food City. Can you grab it on your way home?
Sure thing, hon. Gotta run. Wait, did you get some of those twice baked potatoes? Okay, love ya. Really gotta run.
Got a lot going on? Let the professional shoppers do the work for you. Just set a pickup time and your groceries will be ready. Try curbside pickup at Food City today.
Oh, sorry. We need dog food, too.
Keep Food City in mind as your tailgating headquarters, no matter whether it's football, basketball, softball, baseball, whatever it is. Food City, the official tailgating headquarters of the Vols. Welcome back into the show. Let's take the show into the courtroom. Joey Aguilar, 24 years old, will be 25 when football season starts. What's going on? Will he be Tennessee's quarterback?
We'll see. I thought going into the hearing on Friday that it was, I won't say a laydown, but I thought it was a layup.
You would put a 90%.
90-10, yeah.
In your mind.
Yeah, I don't think it's, I still think it's maybe a 3-point shot. I don't think it's not a layup. It's not a half-court shot, though, either. I don't,
We're talking football, right?
Yeah, but it just make it, fine. It's a
Hail Mary.
Yeah, it's not a 55-yard field goal.
It's not a 3-foot gimme putt for me.
field goal.
It's a 28-foot.
Yeah. The Judge Haggerty went in there. I thought he challenged Joey's lawyer team. I thought he challenged the NCAA on a number of different topics. As for Joey's lawyers, he wanted to know what the market is. How can they prove the market? How can they prove what the market is for a quarterback?
What his value is.
What his value is.
Around $2.5 million?
Yeah, well, to be able to show the damages, right?
Yeah.
And so I thought at the end it was interesting. He kind of looked at Joey and said, if you're not given it a year of eligibility, I think you're owed something. The question is like, I don't know what the monetary value of this is. So I think ultimately, after he goes through everything, reads everything, decides to rule on it, I still think, and I would still lean to, he rules that you're going to get, hey, I can't determine the monetary value of this, so just go play and see what happens. But I think ultimately this thing got a little more dicey than I thought going in.
Monetary deal. Who's paying these damages? Who's paying?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why I think it's easy to give him the year and move on
question.
after he goes through everything. Everybody thought, oh yeah, we're going to hear Friday. I never thought we were going to hear Friday, just because it was different than the Pavia, or not the Pavia, but the Chambliss thing. I mean, the judge for Chambliss was crying. He was having Chambliss sign the football in the courtroom. Like this was like.
A going away party?
Yeah, it was like a scene out of, it was like a scene out of Mayberry. But I mean, it's a different deal with Joey. Again, there were, much like the Greenville case when Tennessee had sued the NCAA, there were points in time in the courtroom where you're like, that's not good. And then your points in time like, yeah, that's a good one. You could kind of see the ebbs and flows of it all. There were times where I was like, man, Joey's lawyer's getting it handed to him. And then other times where you're like, nice counterpoint, that's a huge
That's
win.
what happens in court. Been there, done that. Jason, your opinion.
Was there any, talk about like Pandora's box opening up and them being worried about, okay, what if I rule you to play, will this mean there's 10 to 20 Joey Aguilars next season?
Well, and that's the NCAA's point. Like you're ruling, you're setting precedent for every other state. Tennessee shouldn't be setting precedent for every other state. I'll also say I thought it was very cringe when the lawyer for the NCAA is looking at Joey going, I'm a fan. My kids are a huge fan. But I don't believe the rules are the rules. Like, just stop. Like, it was just a unique situation. You had the NCAA lawyer who is a Tennessee season ticket holder who went to Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
You have the judge who's a Tennessee season ticket holder.
Wow.
Went to Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then you have Joey's lawyer who's a Vanderbilt grad. So the Vanderbilt grad's arguing for the Vols. The judge is listening to the case, and the guy who actually went to Tennessee is saying, no.
Have you ever seen the that SEC shorts thing where I think I don't know where they're out of, but they act every week that they ought to do this in the courtroom where they're all different people in the courtroom.
They should.
I mean, that would be just outstanding. Do you think he should get another year? I'm asking a guy who wore orange. I get it. We're in Knoxville, but I'm seriously.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't. But I want him to get another year because I want Tennessee to be good. I want him to finish his career better than it did. You know, when he lost to Vanderbilt and lost to Illinois. But I just think JUCO years count, and I think he's had plenty of opportunities. But that's my personal opinion.
And here's where I disagree with Jason. I agree with Jason traditionally, right? But when Pavia was allowed to have a year that didn't count, like to me, it's either all or none. So if you're saying one junior year college count and then one didn't, that makes no sense to me. He's only had 3 years at NCAA sanctioned, universities, right? Like the JUCO year didn't count last year. That's why he was allowed to play. Yeah. So why is he not allowed to play now?
T. Jones Live's going to break the tie. Sorry, go ahead, Jason.
I just believe you should have 5 years to play 5, and that's where I think we should go. And I just think that JUCO years, just like academically, it counts when you go to JUCO and your credits get moved over. It should count athletically as well. So that's just.
We're technically up against a break, but I need you to break the tie. Not that there's a tie to break, but go ahead.
You open up Pandora's box. I don't believe he should get another year eligibility, just like Zakai Ziegler didn't get another year eligibility. You're going to have all these guys trying to get more years eligibility.
Because they have value in college, but not in the pros.
You're going to have lawyers getting these different loopholes to try and get that done, and it's all financial. I get it, but no, I don't believe he should get another.
And I would do the same thing if I was Joey, by the way.
Well, 100%.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
I can make $2.5 million at Tennessee, but I'm probably not an NFL quarterback. I'm not an NFL quarterback, so it's either this or move on and get a real job.
I get it. Yeah.
Speaking of real jobs, we're going to make our 25 cents an hour. We'll talk about Tennessee basketball. What's this next week when we come back on the Locker Room?
At Ted Russell Lincoln Knoxville, we know your time is valuable, and we know that service needs can pop up at unexpected times. That's why we bring the Service Center to your home or office. With our mobile service, you can receive the vehicle maintenance you need at your time and place. We take care of oil changes, battery replacements, brake services, diagnostic scannings, and more. Book an appointment online or call us today. Ted Russell Lincoln Knoxville, where luxury vehicles come with luxury treatment.
Jeez, I hate the way my water smells. Uncle Kurt can fix that. Wait, there is no way this little fridge filter can make my water safe.
It cannot, but AquaClear can fix that.
Bottled water is so much work and expensive. Ugh.
AquaClear can fix that. We can get you off the bottle.
We have an exceptional group of attorneys that work here. We're all trying to be better attorneys, be better advocates for our clients, be better people.
It makes me proud to be part of the team when I see how much the attorneys care about their clients.
It's truly one vision. I feel like every single person who works here has that same vision, and that's to treat all of our clients like family.
We've developed such a tight-knit team. Everyone is unified in being selfless in their representation.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Okay, the week coming up, Tennessee should not, you wouldn't think, knock on wood, have some problems with Oklahoma, a team that lost, 9 games in a row. We've won a couple in a row.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Tennessee should win that game.
Good win by Oklahoma over Georgia yesterday, and then they beat Vandy.
They beat Vandy.
At Vandy. At Vandy.
Yeah.
So it's a team.
They were on fire yesterday, too.
Yeah. Potamosia going to come in.
Literally at Vanderbilt.
Exactly.
You not seen that?
You took my thunder over there. Porter Moser is a really good coach. I know Porter. He's going to have his kids coming in playing hard, and they coming in with some momentum. They've won 2 in a row, and they beat Vandy at Vandy, which is this is a signature win.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he's coaching for his job too. And pride.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a great job at the previous stop, and they just haven't been able to put it together at OU. This year looks like they're fighting more than they did last year. But yeah, they got a lot to play for, trying to still get to the NCAA tournament. And again, I think he's fighting for his job.
Yeah, you win this one midweek, that gets you to 9-4 in the league, and then you got to go try to find a win at Vanderbilt. If you can win the game at Vanderbilt, to me that flips the game at Kentucky. Again, road wins are road wins, especially against somebody that's pretty tough to beat on their home floor. So, I think at the end of the year, Tennessee's going to look back and go, man, we could have won the SEC outright if we hadn't blown those games to Kentucky. But either way, Tennessee's playing better basketball. They're positioning themselves right now for the SEC tournament. It's all about getting those top 4 seeds, get the double bye, and then position yourself for the NCAA tournament.
I was about to say that the game at Vanderbilt kind of feels like a game that's going to be critical and monumental towards a double bye.
Yeah, 4-way tie for third with Kentucky, Alabama, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, third place.
And you played
right
Vanderbilt
now.
twice in Alabama again.
Yeah. I think a couple weeks ago we were talking about 10th place. One we saying they were in 10th place.
Yeah, but you were.
So that's going to be a pivotal game. But Vandy's playing well. Vandy's got a good team. I watched them in earnest win the game at Auburn, and they handled Auburn, down there. And that's saying a lot.
You were there?
No, I wasn't there, but I watched it. And I saw Steven. I was really observing Steven and his mannerisms and, how he was, interacting with the referees and interacting with the players and everything. And I was happy for him. I thought he was calm. He had a level of poise, but obviously Vanderbilt won the basketball
Jason,
game.
let me ask you this. If you look ahead a little bit, how far do you think Tennessee can go? Realistically, how far do you think they can go NCAA tournament?
Man, it depends on the matchup.
Matchups.
That's what it's all about. It's about the matchup. I mean, if they play a team that can shoot it, can rebound like they can, they may run into some trouble. I mean, Florida, that team can rebound. Florida and Tennessee have kind of been switching off between 1 and 2 as far as being the best offensive rebounding team in the country, one of the best rebounding team in the country, and they can shoot it too. Multiple guys they can take you off the dribble. If they find a team like that, they'll probably be in trouble. But for the most part, I think this team can go deep. That's why it's really hard to just judge this team on a loss, after Kentucky, because this is a this is a tournament sport where you judge based on what you do at the end.
Here's the thing about those 2 Kentucky games is they had those big double-digit leads in both of them. You hold on to those 2, you look at where you are, you say, hey, you're 7-4, you're 9-2 all of a sudden.
You're 8-4 right now.
Yeah, 8-4, then you're 10-2. I mean, how different is that?
Well, yes, and much like the football team, you could have won Georgia, you could have won Oklahoma, you could also lost Mississippi State, and those get Arkansas. So it kind of evens out. Again, they've got to figure out a way to stop giving up big leads when you get them. You look Kentucky, both Kentucky's, Auburn, Mississippi State, there's a trend. You get up 16 or 17, and
LSU.
then you let them come back.
Yeah, LSU, what they cut it to 4 or 5 points?
They took the lead.
Yeah, they took the lead.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the keys to victory for the next week as we wrap up this week's show.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Hello, I'm Dr. Joel Ash, a Knoxville native and the owner of Ash Chiropractic and Wellness. We would like to help you on every step along your health journey, whether that's chiropractic care, soft tissue work, or diet and exercise help. I'm located in the Renaissance Plaza. You can give me a call at 865-671-1000.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
I'm a veteran. I had a stroke. I had to medically retire. I filed Social Security on my own and have got denied. I knew I needed some help, so that's why I got the legal help from the Garza law firm. I was always comfortable here. I loved the work ethic that they had. They were there from the beginning. They were there even after my case closed. I would recommend the Garza law firm for any and everyone.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Well, wherever you are across the great state of Tennessee, Marcos Garza and the Garza Law Firm can help you. Why hire an out-of-state lawyer to handle your in-state issues? Go to garzalaw.com. Get the help you need whenever challenges come your way. Let's talk about this next week, more specifically the Oklahoma game. Sooners have won 2 games in a row. Jason, keys to victory.
Yeah, Oklahoma's a good offensive team, so defensive rebound will be very important, not letting OU get on the glass. Limit over-rotation on defense, keeping the ball at the paint. Don't want to have guys over-rotating and getting open three-point looks for Oklahoma, and then just put a complete 40 minutes of play together. I think that's just really important. Now, not just for Oklahoma, but for the rest of the season and beyond.
Good. I like that last bullet point, 40-minute game right there, no question.
Okay, your turn, Tony.
Don't allow the Sooners to have those spurts. The spurtability is what we call them as coaches. They went on an 18-0 run against Georgia. Did you just make that up? No, I didn't. I didn't. They went on an 18-0 run against Georgia, and they handled Georgia in the end. JP Estrella, just keep being consistent. We've talked about that third score, and I was a big fan of Jalen Carey. I'm on JP Estrella now. I think he's
It's a new week.
I'm a bandwagon guy. And continue the dominant rebounding play. I mean, we lead the nation in offensive rebounding. It's an unbelievable rebounding team. And then the last thing is not up there. Don't let Oklahoma bring the popcorn machine.
I'm on Boswell being the guy, Austin.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just keep brother-in-law in it. I mean, like, whether it's, we call it my brother-in-law ability, in the coaching ranks. Just keep finding people to step up. You know what you're going to get from Nate Amen at this point. You know what you're going to get from Gillespie, whether it's Estrella, Boswell, even Ethan Berg or whoever. Just keep finding people to step up and take care of business at home. You guys said it to start the show. Tennessee did what they were supposed to do against teams they were supposed to beat last week. Same thing this week, especially at home. and then see if you can go to Vanderbilt and get a win on the road.
You know, I loved Tony's post the other day on Facebook. He posted a picture about the locker room.
Did he poke you?
No. He said it's like a fine wine locker room
Hey,
show.
there's nothing better than going to Hooters with Tony Jones back 15 years ago, and him going, "You got any Merlot?"
We'll see you next week on the Food City Locker Room.
Give me
brought
some
to you by
Dom
Garza Law.
Perignon.
Sorry, Jason.